Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly reading for the week starting January 24th. This is Moon Magic Tarot and I'm Ambi. I'm using my new deck. It is called the Tarot of the Trees and it's by Dana Driscoll, and I really thoroughly enjoy it. I really do. I think the artwork is amazing and they seem to be pretty loud as far as meaning to me. For me anyways. So Scorpio, we want a message for Scorpio this week that will help them reach their highest potential for this week of the 24th. I want 4 cards to do it. Scorpio. That was pretty easy. Let's see what we got. Scorpio. Nice. Super nice. Extra mega uber nice. Dude. Well, first of all, they're Scorpio babies. All 3 of these are major arcanas. Well, all 3 of them. There's 4 cards. I am aware of that. These 3 are major arcanas, which means they are loud. Their energy is big and very prevalent and meaningful. Okay, so they hold significance. This is a 10, which means it is big and is powerful and it's very meaningful. So this is a big week for you, and it looks like a really positive week for you. I think it is. I think it's a like a turning point kind of week for you. First of all, the overall energy of the week is this 10 of Pentacles. Excuse me. The 10 of Pentacles is basically that financial and family stability are very present in your life. It could be that a chunk of money comes in. It could mean that you got a raise or your salary increased significantly. It could just be that your circumstances has changed in a way that totally adds to the stability in your life. This could be that you maybe sold a property that was worth a lot of money, so now you have a big nest egg sitting there and you don't have to worry. Like, it could be that you purchased a property that's worth more than you paid for it, so that in that there's some security in it, because you know if you got into a pinch, you would have the finances to get you out of most situations. So this is really good, I think. And it doesn't this is general, so it doesn't mean like every single Scorpio is now rich. You're all rich. I wish I could tell you that, and I think some of you I don't know. I think some of you will be more well off than you have been. But I wish I could tell you you are all now rich. Like, that would be super rad. This can also just be like the stability. So, your relationships have smoothed out their bumps. You're now secure in the fact that they're all there with you. They're gonna march through any of the stuff that comes up to deal with along the ways. They got your back. They trust in you. You trust in them. Your foundations are stable, and this could be that you found the faith in the universe that you will always be taken care of, and therefore you will. So you're not going to go without anymore, chances are, after this. As far as your survival, you now know is insured, right? Because it's like this card can often be the step out of that fight for survival kind of mentality that we get kind of programmed into at a youngish age, especially once we get kicked out on our own to be adults. But yeah, so the challenge is not very challenging. This is the star, and the star is hope. You wish upon a star and then it happens. Geppetto's like, I want to have a son, and then he's like, I have a wooden boy. That. So the challenge is maybe to dream big enough. Wish on that star. Wish on it for your biggest hopes and dreams. The more you can dream up some big, extravagant, unbelievable stuff for your life, it ups the chances of things at least somewhere in the realm of that coming true. And what is it going to hurt if you sit there and think, one day I'm going to be a superstar and all this is going to seem silly, right? Think, or whatever it is. I don't know, like fame might not be your thing, but you know, it could be something like that, you know. You just got to dream it. Dream big, dream big. You have hope in the future. You know good things are going to come no matter what. You might as well hope and dream for them to be even bigger. Doesn't mean you're going to count on it. You don't have to count on it if you dream it. You can work towards it if you dream it, though, but you can't if you don't. I hope that makes sense to you. Anyways, this can also indicate that there's some healing happening, either emotional or physically. You could, get over some kind of illness to some degree, which it's very possible with those two together, having this like stability, because pentacles can relate to health. So if your health has been kind of wicky-wacky, it's gonna sure up a little bit for you, so you can step strongly into the future. The advice for you this week is the Wheel of Fortune, or the Wheel of the Year in this deck. And the Wheel of the Year points out to you that life moves in cycles. You know, there are feasts and famines, and we all go in ups and downs, and positives and negatives, and joy and sadness, and happy and madness, and all those wonderful things that can get tiresome at times, but it's what makes life good, you know? Otherwise, it would be so damn boring, right? We say that in the, in the transition out of the bad, typically, when we're heading into the hard times. Definitely not going like, it's what makes life good is the struggle. No, that sucks. But it's good for you, in the long run. And we usually see it after the fact. But yeah, but this can also mean that something good comes in. So this card applies to destiny. It speaks of like a wheel of fortune, literally, like you spin that wheel and bam, you got some lucky break of some kind that comes in. But the way this is lining up really looks to me like you're sitting here walking down this path trying to get on your path. You're getting kind of, what's that, the Plinko balls? You're being Plinko balled down to the path that you came here to walk is what it looks like to me, judging from this. And in the end of the week, I think you're going to start hearing the guidance from the universe a little stronger. You're going to be sure in your intuition, most likely. You'll know that things aren't always what they seem, so that you do have to be a little bit cautious of that, but listen with your heart and move forward in that way, okay? The moon can be emotional, in relation to emotion, so it can be an emotional time for you. But given what these other cards are saying right here, it's really just, healing, growth, stability, moving into destiny, and then connecting into like the divine side of things, the God energy, the universe, and knowing that you're being guided, you're being Plinko balled. Like these two together work like that. Whatever that's called. I think you're being nudged in the right direction. You're going so that you hit your path. And you'll always stray from it on and off again throughout your life. I really think everybody does. Now's the time to get right in line with it so you can go the long haul. So you don't miss the highest version of yourself that you could be, okay? So Scorpio, you have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I really think that you will. I really truly hope that you get something very positive out of this message that I can bring for you, and I hope it affects your life in a positive and meaningful way. It's always my intention. If you feel inspired to, comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get to know you guys who I was watching these videos. Also, a really easy way to let me know how you feel about it is to rate it, however you feel it, deserves, up, down, whatever. And if you want to see my videos in the future, go ahead and subscribe, and then you totally will be able to. It'll let you know when they do come out. So, I guess that's it. You have a beautiful week, and I'll see you here next time. I'm sending you so much love. Bye-bye now.